I would never clean houses. I just want to run the company. Wow. All right. Let's talk about that today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, today's show is brought to us by Savvy Cleaner Training, which is training and certification for house cleaners and maids. And every single day in our program, we are approached by house cleaning business owners who want to just do the business end of it, and they want nothing to do with the house cleaning. And they're like, can you teach me how to just do the business end of it? Let me check. Yes, I can, but I don't want to. I don't want to, and here's the reason why. Every day I see companies, and I see them all across the globe, different companies where people are hired to come in and run the company. And they come in and they're gusto, and they create all these rules and procedures and stuff, and they start running this company, and they have no idea how the company actually works. The people that are on the firing line, that are face to face with the customers, that are in the trenches, that are building the business, get no say in what happens next. And they see these rules and procedures and they laugh and they say, that would never work. And they see the things they're required to do and they're like, that would never work. Because nobody asked their opinions. Nobody's actually been in the trenches to know what it is that they need. So my suggestion to you first is, do you know the house cleaning business? Because if you waltz in and you have an attitude of, I'm so much better than cleaning houses, what happens is this. You create this air of authority about you that stinks. It just reeks of, I'm better than you, and I don't need to lower myself to cleaning houses. And what happens is that trickles down through your management and into your employees. And soon, nobody wants to work at your company. So if you come waltzing in and you have all these rules and procedures and things that you're going to implement, but you have no idea how the business works, what happens is there are a lot of flaws that you end up creating, and you create animosity, and you create this opposite effect of teamwork. You have a bunch of people riling up against you where they're going to refuse to do what it is you're suggesting that you implement. So my suggestion is this: roll up the sleeves, put on the gloves, and get out there and clean some houses. Because when you clean houses and you're in the 11th hour and you have customers that are angry at you and you're frustrated and you're physically tired and you're having a biorhythmic down day and you just want to rip your hair out and you want to scream at the world, but instead a customer comes in and screams at you, you have to put on your happy face and you have to turn to that customer and you have to upsell them on the next service. Not only please and delight them and resolve the situation, but you have to upsell them on the next service. In this moment of, oh my goodness, what the heck am I doing here? This is a miserable job. I hate this job. Okay? So when you are in that situation, now you're ready to become a manager. Now you're ready to run the company because now you know what your employees are going through. When you started cleaning a toilet and the toilet is not coming clean, and you've tried all of the cleaning supplies in your cleaning caddy, now you know what your employees are going through. Now you know that moment of frustration of, oh my goodness, what am I supposed to do next? The customer is expecting that their toilet is going to be clean and it doesn't look clean even though I just cleaned it, and the supplies I have with me aren't strong enough. I need something different. Only then are you ready to run the company. So I want you to get out there. I want you to get your hands dirty. I want you to experience what it's like cleaning a house. I want you to experience the long hours, and I want you to experience the biorhythmic down days of your coworkers. Because if you have two coworkers and they are on a team and they are cleaning a house and they are both in a biorhythmic down cycle, meaning they're having a bad day, they don't feel well, intellectually they're not smart, they're not making wise choices, they're clumsy, they're bumping into stuff, they're breaking stuff. If you have two people like that in a house, and then you pair that with a customer who's having a biorhythmic down day, you have nothing but utter chaos and failure that awaits you. And as the business owner, you get to resolve those situations. And so to waltz in and think that you're going to just take over the company and you're not going to have to clean houses yourself, it's a really big misstep for your business because you're putting yourself at a huge disadvantage by saying, oh, I'm better than that. I'm not gonna clean houses. I don't want to get out there and get dirty. And I hear it all the time. I hear it from people that are too good. They're above cleaning. Oh, that's not for me. I'm worth way more than that. Yeah, well, once you are worth way more than that, your company's going to start to topple because you don't have what it takes to resolve those little issues. Now, I've never been above going out there and filling in the gaps. And when I fill in the gaps, it's a learning opportunity for me because I can start to see where the cracks in the pavement are in my business. It's like the undercover boss, where you go in and for a minute you get to work with your employees as if you were your own employee. And you get to talk with your customers face to face and you get to find out what's really going on. You get to the house and find out that the customer forgot and left you a key. And then you got to take a step back and say, hey, are we following up with the customer, sending our texts in advance? Are we confirming appointments before we come? And there are little things that as we get comfortable, we or our employees, stuff starts to slide. Stuff starts to get skipped. And so as stuff starts to fall through the cracks, this gives you an opportunity to get back in there with a new, fresh set of eyes and to start troubleshooting and finding out what's going on. And if you're above that and you're too good for that and your time is too valuable, you need to get out of the business right now because your business will crumble all on its own without your help. And if you come in with procedures and rules and regulations and new policies and all this stuff and you have no idea what you're talking about, you're going to create nothing but animosity. So my suggestion is, oh, I don't want nothing to do with the house cleaning business. Then do nothing with the cleaning business. Get out. Get out because you don't belong. So you either belong in the business and you are a part of the business and you are a part of the solution, or you're not. And if you're not, then get out because you're not doing a service to you, your employees, or your customers. That's my 2 cents for today. Alrighty, until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.